As regards the situation with euro crosses, here the euro crosses, of course, is under control of rising risk appetite tendencies in the financial markets, and from that point of view, probably the euro yen, the euro Swiss should remain supported at the moment. As regards the euro sterling, yesterday we made a kind of important penetration of the lower boundary of the existing trade channel between 0.87 and 0.90, and that means that probably in the nearest future the euro sterling should remain under the strong selling pressure. Any kind of upticks to the 0.87 barrier should be followed by renewed weakness in the currency. That's why we advise you to sell the euro sterling on the possible uptick to 86.90 level with the stop above 87.50. Some later we will discuss about the targeted zone in their cross. But as regards the situation, for example, with the euro yen at the moment still remains between its below its critically important barrier 133, and from that point of view it should remain under a longer term downside pressure. Anyway, there is some kind of conflicting tendencies in the pair. For example, closing above moving average 200 daily line, which lies at the moment around 132.18, should also support the pair in the nearest future. So we'd like to pay your vigilance regarding your existing long trade recommendations, and probably it's worth to put a kind of stop above 133. Of course, ahead of us is very unclear weekend with the conflicting situation in Syria, and of course a kind of military strikes against Syrian authorities should dampen the risky rapid appetite mood in the financial market and should produce lower prices for such kind of currencies like yen crosses. The euro Swiss is on the rising trend at the moment after this week's break above 2018 highs around 118.30, and from that point of view probably the next barrier is psychologically important line of 120. Anyway, we will use an opportunity of testing of this zone to sell the currency at 119.70 with a stop about 120. For those looking to follow the trend up, we advise to wait for example, to wait for a possible retest of the lows of March around 116.50 before entering any long position in the currency, with a stop below longer term down uptrend line around 115.95. And the euro ruble finally. The Russian market will open in 10 minutes. We anyway suggest that probably the ruble find a kind of floor top at the moment as we speak about such kind of pairs like euro ruble, and we suggest that psychologically important barrel of 80 should produce a kind of strong selling interest in case of approaching to this barrier. We suggest anyway that any kind of downtick to 75, 74 should produce a kind of buying in the currency. That's why we will use a possible retest of 75 to buy the pair at 75.20 with a stop below 74.70. At the moment that's all. Some later we will come with analysis of a commodity block of currencies. See you later and bye bye for now.